Our communities today are facing a crisis, but we've been here before. Here's a trailer from one story in the PBS series Asian Americans. It's a story of trauma, resilience, and solidarity.
We had 5 days of looting, burning, arson, chaos, really, in the city of LA.
I had a conversation with my father. We sat on the couch in our living room. He came and sat down next to me. He said that the violence and looting in Koreatown was getting really bad, and that he had to go and defend the store, that he had obtained a gun, and that he was going to go down there and even now it's a very painful memory that basically he may not come back.
Alex's parents' store is destroyed, along with more than 2,000 other Korean-owned businesses.
This is America! We have to stand our pride. Human dignity. Where is our human dignity? We are human beings. We have to have a dignity. We don't do things like this.
I mean, it was one of those moments that actually really changed my life, because it was like war had broken out, and I knew people that I deeply loved on both sides.
There was a consciousness that woke out of the fire and the chaos and the crisis that hit LA. Korean America was born in 1992.
On May 2nd, as the violence subsides, 30,000 people gather in Koreatown for a peace rally.
It was a huge march that took us down Olympic Boulevard. The kind of diversity that you would expect to see in LA. There were African Americans, there were Latinos, there were Koreans, there were whites. Everyone was present. We wanted to send a message that we also want justice and we also want peace.
We had emerging now these new leaders within the Korean American community. And this leadership has been working with the African American leadership to move forward.
We have a dream, as late Martin Luther King had a dream, that we together would be able to establish a nation of justice and peace. And we are here to stay.
My parents were shopkeepers, and I think it would take a little bit of time for me to think through what all these things meant. Like every population, Asian Americans have choices to make. They can dwell on their own victimization, which is a choice that is there for every so-called minority and for the majority. They can choose to side with power or to be complicit with power and to be perpetrators, or to at least enjoy the profits of being aligned with perpetrators. Or they could refuse these kinds of choices and instead seek to transform the system into something more just, more equitable for everyone. That's the hope of activism, that's the hope of solidarity, that's the hope of alliance, that's the hope and the conviction from which something like the Asian American movement was born.